All right, everyone. Welcome to my stream and my YouTube video. Today we're gonna be reacting to Silver Palace, a new gacha game that just got announced. I'm not sure about any details on the game, other than the fact that we got the reveal trailer and the gameplay preview. So today we're gonna watch that. Maybe they'll give us like more details, like the release dates and stuff like that. But yeah, here we go.
We have a big case on our hands. Dozens are dead, burned to ashes. You may be the best detective.
But Sylvania isn't the best city there is.
Ooh. First of all, good like lip animation already, like lip syncs.
The city is like liquid silver.
The city
Always
looks really big. There's physics on the clothing already. Some of the NPCs that you see here, it's already quite like have some variety. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm kind of blocking some of the characters. Let me do a quick like toggle. Look at the character NPCs on the right, right? Like look at, if you look at here, you can kind of see like some of the NPCs. There's already have like some variation. Like, obviously, some of them are like repeated. For example, like the ones on the left here and the ones over here, it's already repeated. And you can kind of see like this one also has the same, but like they have a lot of NPCs, first of all. It's so detailed. I love it. It's because it's Unreal 5, which means you're gonna need a really powerful system to play it. Because it's Unreal 5. To give context, Unreal 5 is like the engine that is used by Clear Obscure, Expedition 33. The game looks really great, but if you're running on anything that is like less than like a mid-tier, high-tier PC, then like good luck running the game on anything other than low, if at all. But it's supposed to be coming out on phones, so we'll have to see what kind of optimization they did. As we recall, Wuthering Wave was on Unreal 4, which is much more like older engine, but somehow they managed to bunk up their release. We'll have to see how, like, what kind of a release that Silver Palace is going to do. And moving on.
What is true might not always stay true.
The horse drifts. The horse drifts. And I don't know why they're using horses, because like there's cars here. I don't know why they couldn't just let us use cars. Like, horses are cool, sure, but like the cars are better be usable too. And also, I kind of like I kind of like, see, here's the thing, here's something that I notice with like games like Wuthering Wave and Genshin. Like, I'm not like both Wuthering Wave and Genshin does this. You see the size of the doors and the window and the houses here. It's the sense of scale. Like, this is actually like a proper scale between like a person here and a building, right? I think like something like games like Genshin and Wuthering Wave have been failing to do that. Like, the sense of scale is off. So you can have a character that is like this tall, and then the door is gonna be just as tall as them, and like that's so weird. Like, doors are supposed to be taller than like the person. Like, they should have some like gaps, right? So like, I kind of like the sense of scales already. Like, it's definitely much more realistic and like much more immersive for me.
Sin and evil stalk the city like a stubborn shadow.
Oh wait, this kind of like that game. Oh, what was that game again? See, this has like the kind of like the watchdog slash, I think like what that game was, like vampire element, like where you can like look at the NPC and be like, hey, is this NPC sus or not? Oh, she just shot him. And like, okay, so first of all, you can already notice that this is gonna be like a gacha game. You can already notice that this is a gacha game. Look at this. The NPC is a girl with a dress. And then they turn into a male wolf with military armor. Like military, like this looks like a military outfit to me. So you can kind of tell that this is like a a gacha game already because of the way they use the reuse the assets. It's kind of like obvious. Like I kind of wish like they would have like different like if this is were like a big budget like anime games, like they would have like different models for like male and female at the very least. Even if they just use one or two models, right, they would have at least one or two. But like since this is a mobile game, usually they don't really care as much for that kind of details usually. Now I might be wrong. They didn't say anywhere like here whether this is like a pre-alpha, pre-beta, or like like an engine footage. Like they don't have any disclaimer like that, so we don't know how far they've gone with like the development of the game. Oh, I forgot to toggle my character back. Shit. But yeah, so I'm going to be able to shoot people. Yes, apparently you can shoot people here, but you can kind of see the reuse assets. It's definitely like obvious that this game, details are not the highest priority in this game, at least I think. Yeah, you can parry in this game too. I think the game even have like, I think I saw it on the Twitter, the game also have finisher.
I need an assistant.
I'm Alf. I'm here for the interview. You shall become my knight in her stead.
Oh, did you guys see just now how how low the frame rate on that? Look at how low the frame rate on this scene. This is so low frame rate. This is like less than 30 frames, guys. If you guys look at this specific like footage.
You shall become my knight in her stead.
Look at this. This is less than like freaking 30 frames. Oh my god. It happened again. Look at this. Not the ass. Not the ass. Like look at the animation, like the shield running animation here. You can kind of see it's chugging. Like compared to like the animation like here, for example, this is like clearly like high frame rates, but like the
You're not welcome in Sylvernia.
Do not talk to the detective with that tone.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
It's not as smooth as Zenless, but it is definitely, I think, like smoother than like Wuthering Wave, I'd say. Like in terms of like the bubbliness, the physics and the jiggles and everything on the characters, I think Zenless is still way smoother. I'm assuming like the frame rates that like Zenless do is like way higher, the interpolations. But gotta say, definitely better than Wuthering Wave already in terms of like the animation of the characters, at least on the scenes, right? Oh man, you can kind of tell there's ray tracing on this game already. Now we don't know if this is like Nvidia ray tracing or if this is like the Unreal Engine like Lumen, I believe, Nanite and Lumen. But like you can kind of tell that this is like gonna have like ray tracing with like the way the reflection of the fire and like the freaking camera here. So this is already looking good. Like graphically speaking, this game is probably gonna be like the best gacha game yet. Like way even above Wuthering Wave in some places. Now Wuthering Wave can still improve, as we've seen like with Jinzhou. When we go from like Huanglong to Rinascita, like the new map has like a whole new different kind of details. So they can still do more when they go to a new area again. But for now, this is looking better already. Which makes sense, because it's Unreal 5,
Besides
right?
fire, there's another way to turn the skin black. You know what it is. But it
I like the eye. And this is also another sign of like ray tracing. The eye glows. Even like during the dark.
it's just too peculiar.
The eye is surprisingly good. Yeah, you can see the smoothness of the animation, right? This is probably rivaling Zenless right now. Ooh, the enemy also actually looks scary and like you know how like sometimes when you see an enemy on like a gacha game, it looks like looks like a villain from like a kids cartoon. This doesn't have that vibe. The story looks darker and more mature. I really hope they stick with this. I really want like a mature team like games. Like I really hate how like all games these days have been like gotta appeal to all ages, you know, gotta be kids friendly, family friendly, and all that bullshit. And like, no. Sometimes some games can be that, but like some games are better off meant for like adults.
The clock strikes 12. This is the night.
Ooh, I like the crying animation. You can kind of tell this is PNG. Like I can definitely tell. But the fact that like they actually animate like the tears. Now we don't know if this is like this is just cutscene or like if this is like actually in engine.
Everything ends.
Fire is really
Admit
bright.
it. You don't have what it takes to be the bad guy.
Yeah, the fire. You can kind of tell. The lighting is just super like contrasty. Like this is ray tracing for sure. Or some sort of like high level of like global illumination.
Guy.
And like look at how big the map is. Like look at how big the city is. Like this is crazy. If this is all cities, right? Like if you could actually explore all of this, this would be lit. I would take it even a step further. If you can enter at least some of the buildings, this would be like a game changer for me personally. See, the problem is that like you can have a big city like this, but if every city is just like, it's just a block of building that you cannot enter and has nothing in it, then like it's meh. I think it's meh. Like, like if you're gonna have like a lot of these buildings and then like, you cannot enter any of them, then there there'll be not like it's not different between like this game and like Wuthering Wave and like Genshin Impact or like all other like open world gacha games. What would set this game apart is that if you can actually enter at least some of the building, like if you can enter all of them, that'll be god level. But like if you can enter at least some of them, kind of like Watchdog or like GTA 5, this game would probably be like would top like Wuthering Wave in terms of like world, like the world design at least. Yeah, see, you can do like finisher on like the enemies. Like this is already like this is looking great. Oh, that is like so dark. Like bashing enemies' head. Like even if there's no blood, because like blood is not gonna be a thing on like a Chinese game ever, I think. But
Fairy tales mean something else to us. I already knew none of us could escape.
that is so cool. Wait, what is this Doctor Strange shit? Holy, what the hell?
Unless you are the author.
God damn, that's one hell of a cinema.
I'm no longer a detective. So why are you still so excited?
What is this like sparkle shit? She got like a whole boat like Sparkle and Camellia in one. That is so insane, and yet it's really lacking in details. Like really. Like they didn't tell us like when is the game coming out. They're not telling us like what phase of the game is like currently in. They show so much and yet tell us so little, right? I think, which is like, I think makes sense because that's the essence of like a trailer. But it makes me kind of sad because like I feel like the info is a bit too little, right? I would be expecting something like, hey, this game is going to be coming out either late this year or next year or something like, an estimate. Or like at least like if we know the phase of the that the game is currently in, right? If the game is like, oh, the game like is currently on like pre alpha, for example, then like we can be like, oh, okay, okay, the game is still early on. We can expect it not coming, at least like not gonna be this year or something like that, right? But they didn't tell us anything. It cannot end like this. It doesn't end like this. What do you mean? There's an actual gameplay showcase. It's a 10-minute of like the gameplay in like Chinese. In terms of like the voiceover. And I kind of like that, like, since this is like a more like a British vibe, I think they're using like British voice actor too, which is I've been digging more of like the voice acting, especially because of the team. Like, think about it, like, right, like a lot of like the games these days, like if it were like any like other games, I would probably like prefer like an English, like an American English, but like since like the team is like super like
The detective with that.
like British, like the industrial like era, it just fits the voice acting for like the British. I want to see it too, so we're gonna see it now. Wait, I think I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna move my character here to the left. Let me see. Or maybe I'll move the chat box to the left. I kind of want to try something new, right? We're gonna try it like live right now. Something new. But I'm gonna put the chat box on the left instead, and I'm gonna be on the right. Holy. You can kind of see the reflections here. Ooh, wait, the reflection is not that strong. I'm assuming this is not turned on right now. I think for the sake of the performance, they did not turn on like some of the settings. I'm assuming. Because like I know that like actually no, maybe they did. Because like the reflections on like ray trace glasses are usually more detailed. Notice on the top left. I don't know if you guys can see. It is below the chat box right now. It is right under the title right now. There is an icon that might signifies that like it's gonna be the game might have like a hunger system. Like it's gonna be one of the two things. It's gonna be either a hunger system, or is it gonna be a food buff? Which, if it's like a hunger system, I think it'll be really interesting on like what it does and what it doesn't. First of all. Second of all, the UI looks very Genshin-fied in my opinion, which I don't really like. I wish they kind of do something new. But yeah, I kind of wish they don't have this. Like, I kind of wish that if you're gonna put this out on PC, right? Which, like, judging by how good the game looks, I think PC is gonna be also a big priority on the game. But like, I feel like if you're gonna have it on PC, at least let us toggle this thing off. Because like, if you're playing on PC, chances are you don't need this, right? You don't need these to be like clickable or anything like that if you're playing on PC. It'd be kind of cool, but annoying. I don't think it's gonna be anything serious. But like, I also don't know how they're gonna like implement it, what it does. So maybe like I'm thinking like I'm leaning more toward it being like a food buff. But I'm also hoping that they would try something new, right? Like, this is my expectation. But like, you know, I will be more inclined to believe that this is like a food buff. But we should continue now. So judging by this, do you have your own house basically? So far, like an office at least.
幸好这里的租金不贵，不然搬起家来又是一笔开销。
I wish I could speak Chinese right now. When they release it to phones, my hand find a burn, or maybe your phone won't run it at all, or maybe it just straight up said like, yeah, your phone is not, does not support this game. Like, look at the graphic of this game. Like, you can kind of tell the settings is kind of low. Either that, or this is or this is like I feel like this is a low setting because like the texture on like the either that, or like this is a game, you know, this game maybe is like in the early phases, But like if you look at the texture on like the sides and the walls and everything like that, it's non-existent. There's no texture. So here's my assumption. The game is still in early stages. Performance are still really bad. So they have to dial back some of the settings to showcase the gameplay, which is why the ray tracing on the window is not turned on earlier. And the assets in the game, like the assets that is like in the game right now, looks kind of ass. Like you can kind of see the assets. Like look at the chair. Look at the chair, right? It's super basic. Do you know what this like sofa reminds me of in the bottom left here? It reminds me of like the sofa in freaking Honkai Star Rail. Which is like, I'm not saying, you know, this game is running on PC right now. How low of the settings you have to be for the sofa to look like this?
Huh.
Ooh, interesting. So you can like kind of see the screen, like you can check some things and then it would like show you some informations. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't think this is full on ray tracing because like the reflection is blurry, super blurry. So I don't think this is like a full on ray tracing. Okay, the birds reacting.
闲置了一段时间，却没有租给其他人。看来这也并不是黄金地段吗？
And that like a free model. Like if your game is gonna like if your game looks like this and is about to make like tens of millions per month, I think you should make your own like assets. Or at least you should make it like a high poly, right? I'm sure there's a way to like improve like the models that is like available out there. Like the character model, like look at the character model. I wouldn't say it's the best looking right now, but I can see the vision. Like for example, like the shirt details and everything like that. I think it's like I think comparing it to like something like Wuthering Wave or like Girls Frontline 2, I think the clothing in like those two games are way better. Like in terms of like the clothing texture and like everything, and like even like the face expression. So like maybe that's like not finalized. See, here's the thing, right? We don't know which phase of this game is currently on. So I don't know like how we can compare it to those two games. But like, so I'm gonna have to compare it on base what I see right now. Unfortunately. And like so far right now, the NPC, like the character does not have any expression, first of all, like when they're checking out weapons, you know. Ideally, you would have some expressions. The model looks good, but I wouldn't say this is the best that I've seen. The clothing is definitely not as good as some other games that is like available out there. It's like definitely not. But I do love the details that is like already there in the first place. This one looks better. Maybe this is the lighting, right? Because like I can see here, if you see down, oh, I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, right? But if you see down here, the clothing does have details. It's just like because like the lighting is like shining like straight through it. Like it doesn't show the texture of the clothings. But I kind of like the details that like they put on the character, like the models. It definitely looks 3D. It does not look like a PNG being stick onto like the body. And the hair, yeah, I want to say the hair looks surprisingly good. We have yet to see what happens when they actually walk, because like, you know, you can make really good hair, but also like usually when they do that, they turn off the physics, so the hair just stays, or like it has like little to no physics. And Oh, holy mama, that detail on like the clothings. And the eye. I love this girl's eyes. The hair seems to be having to have some physics. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see here. Clothing does have details. So it may look better if we turn up the settings a bit more, maybe. Is that a fucking heart? Is she carrying a heart? Okay, the hair does have physics. You can kind of see. It's flowing. No, I think it's animated. I don't think this is physics. So I think this is animated with the way like the hair moves. I think this is animated. Okay, so you can ride horses. Oh boy, you can definitely tell some of these are straight up like locked behind some things. Oh shit, there's an you can upgrade the horses? You can drift with a horse. What is this am I looking at? Need for Speed anime. Need for Speed Waifu Edition. Holy balls. There's physics on the freaking fence. Wait. When she drift through the fence. Yeah, the fence got knocked off. So it's not like what, like, you know, if you're playing on like Genshin or like if you're playing on Wuthering Wave and then you ran onto like a freaking fence, it's stiff. But like this fence get knocked off. That is insane. Okay. Oh, you can check the NPC. Okay. Okay. Oh, is this the part where they show like she's like, oh yeah, this is the part where they get shot. Yeah, again, like as I said earlier, the model that they use, they clearly didn't like do multiple models for it. Oh my god, the frame drop. Did you guys see the frame drop when the weapon changes? Look at that. Look at this. Boom. Like the frame drops immediately. Holy Jesus. The finisher is really cool. You gotta keep in mind, right? All the things that I've said earlier. The game is not running on max settings and it's still lagging. I don't know if they're using a low-end PC or if the game is not properly optimized yet, or maybe even both, right? But you can clearly tell that they're using a low, like not a max settings, and the PC still struggles. Now, obviously, we don't have any more details other than that, but that's not a good sign so far. The story of piano is so nice. Yes. It's kind of like to combine like the piano, like the I don't know what the era is called, but they're trying to combine that era and like more like EDM kind of songs. So I think that's like the distortion that they used earlier. But I'm not like a music expert, so I don't really want to comment too much on like the musics. Holy map, that is such a big city. See, this is the kind of city that I wish we have on like all these like open world gacha games. Because that's like holy big. And oh, there's like, you can kind of tell this is like a gacha games already with the chest over there that's like, that is just like wants to be open. It's like vintage. Yes, yes. They're trying to be like a mix of vintage and EDM. So the trailer basically takes some like scenes from like the official gameplay preview then. Ooh, something is floaty about the movement there. Something, I feel like there's something floaty about like the way she like, yeah, the way like she drops. I prefer like the way they do it in Wuthering Wave, where like if you just fall, then you fall. There's no floatiness to it. Oh, can you pet the cat? You can lift the, you can, oh wait, that they took some things from like the Zelda. You can lift the cat. You cannot, maybe you cannot pet the cat, but you can lift the cat apparently. Oh, holy shit! Again, when the character drops, you can kind of see the frame drops here when they switch to wings. Yep, see, right there, like this frame drops right here. Yep. I am wondering if like the rest of the area is not done yet, and that's why they keep like circling around this area. Because you can see there's a lot of part of the city that is yet to be explored, but they don't seem to be exploring anywhere else other than like this district specifically. Okay, the lighting is good. It's definitely not maxed out again. Like if this is like a ray tracing, the night is gonna be way darker. So this is not ray tracing. I can definitely tell already. I might be wrong, but like I am like 70% sure that this is not ray tracing. 70-80% maybe. This is like a baked lighting, like the old way to do like lightings basically. Oh, holy frames! This frame rate right now is not like. Let me see. So the video is 60 frames, so I'm assuming. Oh my holy lord! Look at this frame drop when she dropped from like the horses. Like the frame is already low when she's riding the horses. Look at what happens when she jumps from the horse, and then she moved the camera. Holy shit! This game is already bad omen for like every gamer out there. Wait, you can buy. Are you buying the building? Oh, okay. This is like for like kind of like an expedition kind of thing. I thought you can actually buy the building. You can enter some of the buildings. You can enter some of the buildings. Now, there's one. Okay, I know I keep moving the goalposts for a bit, right? But here's something else that I'm expecting. Like I used Watchdog as like an example earlier. I want them to be able to connect the building, like from like, you know, you can get in from the front door and then get out from the back door. Now, I don't know if they're gonna make that a reality or if they do that at all. Oh, so that's why they can enter. So this is, I don't think this counts because like I think this is an area where you can meet the NPCs and stuff. Holy boobs. She got a mole in there too. She reminds me of Zani already, like the mole and the boobs. I cannot stop staring, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, this is a disappointing. Is this not the main quest? There is no voice acting here. Is it because the voice acting is not complete, or is it because it's not like a main quest? But I would really hope with the bar that they're trying to set here in terms of graphics, that they would follow it like up in the other aspect of the area as well. Like things like voice acting. I want it to be like fully voice acted. Because like you can see the mountain is moving properly, right? This is not like a stiff like lips movement. This is like actually like you can kind of tell she's saying something. So I just hope this is like an incomplete voice acting instead of like it being a side quest, so like she doesn't have any voice. Like you can kind of tell the mouth is like saying something. And this is, I think, like based on like the way the design of the UI here, I'm expecting this one to be a main quest. Why is there like a passage like this? This reminds me of like the God of War when you're trying to like get into like a new area. Ooh, you can sneak attack. This is like some like Splinter Cell shit. This is like Hitman shit. You can talk to them? Oh, that's crazy. You can interrogate them. She can spike your drink. Oh, she can spike my drink too. Oh, yeah. Frame rate is not the best right now. I kind of like how like, oh, booba, holy booba, and die, holy thighs. Oh wait, that's armor. I thought this is like her full thighs. I was like, what the hell? No, this is like a plate of armor. But like, I love how like fast you can swap between the melee weapon and the guns. And judging by like the color of the numbers, there's like 2 numbers, right? I'm assuming there's like an elemental power in like play 2. What is this like Bloodborne shit? This thing is just straight up weapons from Bloodborne. What the fuck? And like you can tell, like that's the heart that I was talking about earlier. There seems to be only one animation for the finisher if you see it here. Right? Like, cause like the enemy is like downed, and like when she did the animation, she did the same animation, the finisher animation as the one earlier. This just kind of shows you like the difference between like an actual like AAA games and like gacha games, I think. Because like a game, a full budgeted game, like a full premium game, usually would have different animation between like killing an enemy that is like down and like enemies that are like standing up. Is there like an outro intro too, like between the 2 characters? And you can kind of see the bar here, right? There's 2 different bars between like the characters. Like here, this one is green, and then the main character has like a couple like, you know, segmented bars. Cake as well, yes. Like they all have cake though. See, this one is green, the bar here. So each character does have their own like different kind of like play style possibly. Again, same finishing animation. Oh my god, the frame drops again. Let me replay that. Look at the animation, what happens after the slash. Look at that, that like hitching. As like she swings like this area here. As she swings the weapon. Oh, the frame just like went down. Holy. And oh, that's a bit like rough. Like you can see the NPC was gone like during the combat here. And you can see you can kind of see here they kind of block you from every interaction in the area when you're in the combat. And they even like block the area too, because like if you can see here, I think this is like an invisible barrier. And as soon as the combat is done, right, the X there is gone, and the NPC pops in. Like look at this, the lighting comes back, and the NPC is gonna pop in. Like look, see, the NPC now pops in the right there. Bro, I finally have a bakery for real. My bad, the ass distracted me. Did not notice that. It's okay. That's why I'm here, right? I'm here to notice more than just the ass. Like if I just want to enjoy the ass, I would just watch this like off stream or something. But like I want to like do a full on like detailed inspection of like this gameplay. Okay. This seems like a cinematic fight. Yep. Okay. This is a boss fight. Oh, you can parry the horse. If you look at here, here, there's like several elements debuff here. So yeah, elemental system is gonna be in play here too. So yeah, there's darkness. I'm assuming this is darkness, ice, and poison. Does she have like a freaking machine gun? Okay, the way the way the parry system works, or like the blocking system works, at least seems to be like there's a prompt coming here. Yep, there's a prompt coming here that like tells you like the attack is coming. And it seems like you have a block button here too, because you can block with the well, actually no, there's no block icon here on the bottom right. So I don't know how she's doing this blocking thing, unless this is like a keyboard like button or something. Oh, that's the way you like it, right, Wolf? Okay, that seems like more like a story fight over like a normal boss fight. I am impressed and also somewhat wondering, because like obviously there's still a lot of things that they can do to improve, but like what they have right now I think is like pretty legit. So honestly, I don't know how to judge this properly without knowing what stage they're currently in. I'm assuming it's alpha, because there's definitely some stuff there. It doesn't seem to be complete. And there's definitely some performance issues. So like this is like, I think like at most maybe alpha or like pre-beta or something, right? I am being served as a fan, yes. But yeah, from what I think I think I think that the showcase is really brave of them, that they're willing to show a gameplay, even though they have all this like optimization problem like things that they need to do with the game, right? Because you can definitely tell there's a lot of performance issues, but they chose to show the gameplay to kind of like basically back up the trailer and show the people out there that like, hey, this game is not like a fake. Like there's actually gameplay here, and we're like in the like we're in the progress of like making this game and like getting it done. I'm wondering if like the game is still far, like it's still in like too early of like a stage for them to like release any sort of like a time estimates. But I'm kind of looking forward to like when they do more updates on like this game, because like since this game already have a gameplay showcase, I'm assuming that the game is like definitely, you know, have been worked on for some time. So yeah, that is basically my impression of Silver Palace. Please subscribe to my channel and come to my streams and talk with me.